What is microlearning and what are the biggest myths surrounding it? At Navguide Solutions, we've been working on microlearning for over 5 years now, and we have seen some fantastic tangible results coming out of it. We have upskilled seafarers to a point where they perform better, and organically the vessel is prepared for SIRE, right ship or port state inspections. In fact, that's our core competency. That's what we do as a company. But let's talk about the concept of microlearning for a bit. Microlearning is about short, relevant chunks of videos or other kind of content which is highly concentrated in its efficacy but has certain characteristics. When your intention is skill development and not knowledge sharing, microlearning is way more effective than conventional forms of training. But microlearning is not just about short content. You see, 3 things have to happen for microlearning to be effective. We target a time of 3 to 5 minutes content that is highly researched. So the content has to be short overall, which is basically to bypass your psychological barrier on clicking on the content. If you see a video that is 3 minutes or 4 minutes long, it's much easier for you to click on it as opposed to a 30 or 40 minutes video. It's very sad that we still judge some of our training content in terms of the length, and the bigger the better. It doesn't apply to the present generation. It's not as effective. It's much better for you to break it down into shorter chunks that are highly well researched and more effective. But that's not enough. Our attention spans are even lower than a few minutes now. In fact, by some researchers, the attention span can be as low as 8 seconds, which means that even after you have clicked on the video, you have the ability to zone out of it. Even a 3 or a 4 minute video might not be as effective for you unless it is also engaging. So every few seconds, you've got to say something impactful or show something impactful which will engage the viewer. So it's about keeping the content short and engaging, but there's a third component which very often gets overlooked. Microlearning content should be searchable. You should be able to access it whenever you need, as many times as you need. You should not have to feel the psychological pressure of remembering what you have learned 2 months back and executing that at a later date. And we are addicted to microlearning more than we know it. Imagine if you go home today and want to make a sandwich, what would you do? Chances are you're not going to buy a cookbook or go for a cooking lesson. You're probably going to go to YouTube. And what YouTube does is very interesting. YouTube gives you a short video, 3 to 4 minutes, which is actually showing you how to make a sandwich. You would not have clicked on that video if it was a 1 hour long explanation of a sandwich, or if it was somebody coming on screen and explaining on a PowerPoint. This is actually somebody cutting the bread, slicing the cheese, and making the sandwich in real time. That's how you're picking up the skill from the video and actually executing it. Now take the same analogy for the ship. If I'm a 3rd officer, I'm about to go out on deck, and my agenda for the day is to inspect the life buoys. Can I look at a 3-minute video of how the life buoy needs to be inspected before I go out for that job? It's going to immediately enhance the level of inspection, and I would be able to refer to that video at a later time if required. Just remember, bite size is right size. That's the concept Navguide has been working on, and it has been very, very effective in upskilling seafarers in real time on a worldwide scale. Join us, stay with us for more.